Hey you guys, it's David. Long time no video blog, which is becoming more and more common these days. As a lot of you know, I imagine most people who come to the blog are aware that we're working on a new Twisted Metal, and it's, whoo man, I'll tell you what, it's been going from the I mean, it's been, we're in not crunch mode, we're full in production mode, but going from, the build up to the E3 announce to, general work, Comic-Con, and then, shooting the movies and then editing the movies while also working on the game. I mean, look, this is my blog, so it's about me, but don't misunderstand. I'm sure everybody on the team is sort of feeling their, level of both excitement and pride and gratitude for the whole process that we're allowed to go through, and also just sort of not even burnout. I mean, I can't speak for them. I'm not burned out. I'm just fucking tired, And so I wanted to post this blog because I had two things happen. I've been spending a lot of time this week at the Sony Cinematics group, which I guess they're called the Visual Arts and Services group. And they do all the movies for the games. Not always, but they do a lot of the movies for the games, the motion capture, and they do amazing work. And I'm excited to start sharing some of the stuff they've done for our movies. Hopefully soon. This is my new Eat Sleep Play shirt, but it's fucking itchy. God damn. Anyway, so I've been over there a lot this week, and I had two people ask me something. I had one person ask me yesterday. They said, "How's the game? How's things going?" or something. And I don't remember the expression, but the gist was, I said it's basically like my days these days are like, the only way I make it out of bed, in sort of to work is by putting on the fucking inspirational speech from Rocky Balboa, which if you haven't heard it, it's fucking, for me, that's one of my favorite movie speeches. And then somebody today said, well, how's it going? How's the game going? And it hit me when he said that, because it's like, and one of the reasons I think a lot of you guys know I do this blog is because honesty and disclosure is really important to me. Not because I'm like, oh, I'm a Boy Scout or something, but I'm definitely not that. I don't think the Boy Scouts would have me. They'd just be like, dude, you're potty mouth liberal, freakazoid, but that's all right, Make my own version of the Boy Scouts, like badass Boy Scouts, you learn really cool shit like how to defend yourself with a kitchen knife. What the fuck am I talking about? It's late. I got a fever. I'm sick. So fuck you. Okay, but the point is, and so I wanted to share my own personal. Again, this may not be what Scott Campbell is feeling, or what Kellen is feeling, or what anybody else on the Eat Sleep Play team is feeling, or anybody on the God of War team is feeling. But these are sort of my own personal thoughts about game development, and just the process. And so I said to him, I said, I don't know how it's going. I said, I have days where I think we're making the greatest thing in the world, and then I have days where I think the career is over and we're fucked, and that I'm a fucking fraud, and people are going to find out, and it'll be over, and a lot of times those feelings happen within the same day. And I've said this before, but it's just like this week especially, it's like it really is a lesson. This industry for me, this job for me, this career for me has really been, every game I make, I learn more and more and more about the importance of tenacity. Because it really is a fucking up and down roller coaster. It's an up and down roller coaster, Jaffe, because just the ones that go up, those really suck. So this one goes up and down. It's kind of when people say it's an interactive game. It's like the interactive video games, yeah. Like the non-interactive video games are so awesome. Anyway, motherfucker, I have a fever, all right? Be fucking nice to me. What am I saying? But yeah, so you don't know. You just don't know. And it's like, we have we're really excited. We have an opportunity with, I think I can say it. I'm not going to say it because maybe I'll get in trouble. But we have, a really great magazine coming out to Utah next week. And we're going to walk them through some of the modes in the game and stuff. And, we have a lot of support. And there are moments where I think we're just making this really great thing. And there are moments where I think, oh my God, we're fucking in trouble. And so when this guy asked me, he says, how's the game going? I really don't know. And maybe for magazine interviews or blog entries, you're supposed to say, oh, it's going to be great. You're going to love it. I don't fucking know, man. I have moments where I envision being on stage with Scott and getting the goddamn Game of the Year award, or at least sort of the best action game or the best shooter or the best multiplayer game. And then I have moments where it's like it ships and we sell maybe to the hardcore fan base and it kind of dies a quick death and that's it. And I don't know, or somewhere in between. And this isn't even kind of one of those things where it's like Jaffe's going to say this, but deep down inside he knows it's going to be a big hit, and then I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking clue. So anybody who tells you when they're this far into production if they're making a hit or if they're making a great game or not, hell, they're better at this job than I am because I really don't know. I'm just too fucking close to it. Um, so anyway, I wanted to share that. Even though we're working on what seems to be a pretty anticipated game, and it's got a lot of people excited about it, and people seem to enjoy it at E3. I can tell you that at least one of the directors of the game, me, is totally, both thrilled and excited and passionate and driven and competitive, and thinks we're gonna fucking eat everybody else's lunch and shit it out on their faces. I don't know why I just said that. I did. Because we were probably talking about William Friedkin the other day at work, and if you know anything about William Friedkin, yeah. So anyway, but some moments I think that, and then other moments I think that it's not going to be that, and so I don't know, but I wanted to share that because I think a lot of times people don't hear that enough, and whether or not they do or don't, that's sort of what's up. I'm struggling a lot these days, really trying to just sort of push ahead. And I have days where I'm like a fucking Terminator. Nothing can stop me. And then I have days where it really is like fucking climbing out of fucking bed. Because you get nervous, you get worried. It's like shit, this level's not working, and then lo and behold, you fucking work at it, and work with the team, and you work with playtesters, you work with Q&A, and by the end of the week, suddenly, hey, your numbers are getting better, your game's getting better. But to me, that's the process. I wanted to share the process, certainly, so nobody's out there thinking, hey, it's just so fucking easy, and it is fun, though. I will say it's always fun, and I'm always grateful, and I wouldn't want to be doing any other job, except I'd love to be really wealthy and be a stay-at-home dad for about 5 years, and then come back into games, because I'd love to raise my kids full-time while they're little. I think that'd be a blast. But besides that, there's no other job I would want to be doing. So I'm not complaining at all. I'm just sharing. So, okay, it's a little too fucking emotive. Again, I'm sick. This is the other thing. I've been fucking fighting this cold all fucking week. And, yeah, I got to go to Utah next week, so it may just kick my ass this weekend. I may just let my guard down and be sick in bed and crash. So, anyway, it is nice to see you guys again, and I hope all's well with you guys. And again, don't get all fucking crazy, N4G gamer. Jaffe expresses concerns. Jaffe thinks his game is shit. No, I don't, motherfuckers, I don't. I'm just, this is the creative process I thought I'd share. If you can't fucking handle it, no worries, but don't write a fucking sensationalistic headline about it, because that's not what's going on. All right, take it easy, y'all. See you soon. Bye.